Hey guys, what's up? I'm Slim and you're watching Slimothy TV. Now, as you know, this channel is usually about technology and iPhone reviews and stuff like that, but I also want to dabble a little bit in the finance side just because it is something I'm passionate about, and I wanted to share with you guys probably the best credit card that I have ever used. This, I think, will be my 6th credit card. I'm not a credit card churner like some people, but I do like to diversify my credit and build my score that way and kind of treat it like a game, and it's really fun to increase all that. But anyways, this card I want to talk to you guys about, and I want to put you guys on in case you hadn't heard of this card. This is probably my favorite credit card that I've ever used. It is my catch-all card as well as my travel card. I'll explain here in a minute. First off, it's a metal card, as you can see. It looks really sleek. You can tap it to pay. You can swipe it, of course. It's got a chip. It even has a special key logo on the back, which apparently will allow you to verify yourself in the future. I don't think Capital One has that active yet. That's something completely separate. But anyways, here's the card. It does have an annual fee. So if you are someone that wants cash back or no annual fee, you can click off the video now. But basically, this is a great card for those that want to rack up a ton of miles and travel for cheap in the future. This card comes with so many perks like primary CDW for car insurance, priority pass lounge access, and so much more. I'm going to get into all the perks here in a minute, but I do want to mention something real quick. Like I said, this is a $395 annual fee. Obviously, everything I say is as of recording this on this date. So if you're watching this in the future, the price may have gone up. There are some people speculating that this card's annual fee will go up just because how many perks it gives you. You can easily get way more value than $395 a year off this card. So Capital One might be losing money from people having this card. However, I read that in the past, Capital One has actually grandfathered some people in on certain other cards when they raised prices. So hopefully, if in the future Capital One does raise the price on this card, they will grandfather those of us that have it at the $395 price in. So if you do want to get it, I recommend it at the $395 a year price, and I will have a link down below if you want to pick it up. It is a referral link. You don't have to use that link, but if you do, it does help the channel out. Let's go over the benefits of this card, and I'm going to tell you guys why this is my favorite. Let's hop into my computer. All right, guys, so here we go. We are on the VentureX page of Capital One's website. As you can see, this is the card. I think this is one of the most understated cards. It looks super classy. It's not ostentatious like the American Express Gold card. It just looks really good. It feels good. I see a lot of people on the forums talking about how they like the looks of this card the most, but let's talk about the sign-up bonus because this is huge. There is a 75,000 mile sign-up bonus if you spend $4,000 in 3 months. Just got the card maybe less than a month ago. I've already gone well over 4,000, so don't manufacture spend. If you can't hit 4K in 3 months, maybe this isn't the right card for you, or maybe you should just wait until you are going to make a big purchase. But yeah, the 75,000 mile bonus is huge. It's roughly worth about $750 in travel, but you can make that worth way more if you actually use that with travel partners. So you can probably almost double that. So it's almost $1,500 of miles. And then every year you're going to get 10,000 miles as an anniversary bonus, which is equivalent to $100 towards travel every year starting on your first anniversary. That's really cool. You also get a $100 global entry or TSA pre-check credit, which sucks because I just got mine right before I got the card, but it is what it is. But you only get these like once every 5 years, 4 or 5 years, so it's really not worth that much. The annual travel credit. Now this is what makes this card shine. You'll receive up to $300 back as a statement credit for bookings through the Capital One Travel Portal, where you'll get their best prices, blah, blah, blah. I just booked something through there. The trip is not for a while, but when I do that later this year, I'll try to report back and let you guys know if it went smoothly. Booking it was super easy, and the travel credit actually came pretty quickly afterwards. Like just within a week, I got an email saying, hey, you got your travel credit. So instead of the resort costing, $1,300, it was only basically $1,000 because I got $300 back on the statement. Super cool. So I don't know if you are doing the math here at home, but $395 annual fee, but you get $300 of an annual travel credit plus $100 of travel every year on your first anniversary. That is more than $395. That's $400. So technically, in a roundabout sense, they are paying you $5 a year to use this card. Now, of course, they're not actually paying you, but they kind of are. They're giving you that bonus. So this is the ultimate travel card in my opinion, at least right now. At $395 annual fee with these perks, it's just a no-brainer. So here's how I think about this, and let me know if this makes sense to you guys. This is gonna be my dedicated travel card. If you travel at least one time per year, you can pretty much make this card pay for itself. So don't manufacture spend. If you weren't going to travel, unless you really want to, I don't know. But for me personally, I usually travel at least once a year. Right now, it's like 3 or 4 times a year. So this easily makes sense for me, but you need to look at your lifestyle. Do you travel one time a year? Do you hop on a plane or, you You can use the travel credit, I think, on anything like a plane or booking through their portal. So if you would do that normally in your normal life, this might actually be worth it, and it might be a great deal like it is for me. Now, of course, at the same time, you're earning miles. So you get 10x miles on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel Portal, and you get 5x miles on flights booked through it. So that's really good. On top of that, you also get 2x points on everything every day. So this is my travel card and my catch-all card. So this stays in my wallet constantly. It's always in rotation. I'm using this on everything that my other credit cards can't get me points on. On top of that, you get access to really good lounges, Priority Pass and Plaza Premium Group lounges. You get the Capital One lounges, which I think there's only one right now in Dallas, but they're building out more. The price drop guarantee is kind of legit. I called them about this as I was booking to test it out. They said you have to book it first, and then if you see a better price or within like a day on the flight, they will let you, price match it. I don't know if they give it back to you as a statement or what, but yeah, then you get some other stuff here, Prior, Cultivist, Gravity House. Not really sure what those are because wasn't really interested in that. But here's the cool thing. You get free additional card holders, no foreign transaction fees, the miles don't expire, there's no blackout dates. You get cell phone protection if you pay your bill with the VentureX card up to $800. I think it's twice a year. So that's crazy. You can obviously get the referral bonus, which if you use the link below, I will get a little bit of that. So hopefully if you find this video helpful and this looks right for you, you could use that, or you could just go to the website yourself and get it through there and not do the referral bonus. So of course you get the miles redemption, which like I said, it's worth a lot more than it looks like. My plan is personally to stack a ton of these points and do some really nice traveling internationally, possibly, definitely domestic. I know the travel partners, you get the most value for using these points for like business class upgrades internationally and stuff. So I'm gonna try that out in a bit. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Now, something that's interesting here, when we're talking about points hacking or getting the most for our points, if you didn't want to book through the Capital One Travel Portal for some reason, you can still use the card and get 2x points. So for me personally, I could not find the exact Delta flight that I wanted in first class on the portal. The last leg of it was trying to put me in premium economy, and the price was actually higher than Delta's website for first class all the way through. So I said, okay, I'm not doing that. So I went to Delta's website and booked through there with my card and got 2x points. Sure, I missed out on 5x points through this portal, but the flight was not the exact same. For some reason, it just would not put me in first class on the last leg of the flight, and I have no idea why. I could not figure it out, couldn't fix it, and the Capital One travel advisor, whatever, that was gonna price match me said that they have to be exactly the same trip, which makes sense, but I couldn't find it on their portal. But overall, their portal has been great for booking hotels. I don't really have any issues with that. Now let's quickly talk about lodging here. They've got this Premier collection. It's the ones that I've seen are pretty expensive, so I don't know if it makes it worth it or not. Then they also have the Hertz Presidential Circle status. This is pretty cool if you use Hertz. Personally, wherever I go, when I travel internationally, I use a local company, not a big one like Hertz. But if you do, this is really cool. You can skip the line, you can get upgrades. You are basically top dog immediately once you get this. So it's really cool. You also get auto rental collision coverage, and this is primary with this card because it's a Visa Infinite card. So that means it's not secondary. This is primary. I've made the mistake in the past thinking that my other Visa cards that are not the Infinite, that I thought they had primary and they didn't. So I was kind of risking it by declining the protection from the rental company at that point because I just didn't fully understand what I was getting myself into. This is primary. So for me personally, I'm going to obviously decline rental coverage from the rental car companies because my card covers me, which is great. So that's great peace of mind, and it can save me a little bit of money. So hopefully this has given you a quick glimpse into this card and why I love it. If you travel once a year, like I said, you spend your at least $300 traveling a year, and you get your free 10,000 miles, $100 equivalent, and those don't expire, I don't think. So you could just rack these up forever as long as you hold the card. So if you travel $300 a year, I mean, this is easily worth it. And I was looking at the Citi Double Cash and other 2x points cards. First of all, that's cash back. Second of all, these points are actually worth a little more. So the 2x points on everything else just works. So if this video does well and everyone enjoys it, I'm going to be going over my personal favorite credit cards and what I'm planning to do over this year and next. Because within a span of about 2 weeks, a month ago, I spent probably 60 hours just going through everyone's video, and most videos were actually pushing the Chase cards. And I think the reason, I don't know if this is true, but a lot of the YouTubers seem to push the Chase cards a lot, the Chase trifecta, blah, blah, blah. It's an easy thing to recommend to people, but I'm wondering why they're doing it. Are they doing this just for referral bonuses? Like the Chase trifecta is good, but the VentureX and Saver One cards seem to be the move, at least for me. So I'm going to be going more in depth on this later. I don't care if you guys use my referral codes or not. This is obviously not my primary income. This is just a fun thing. I like to help you guys out and share with you what I'm going through. So this is something that I found that I liked, and I think you guys might as well. One last note, Capital One is notorious apparently for being difficult to apply for. So if you have trouble with this, you can actually get pre-approved for some of Capital One's other credit cards. And so for me, when I tried to get pre-approved, they don't have a pre-approval for the VentureX, but they do for all the other cards. So what I did was I checked to see if I was pre-approved for the other cards. And I was pre-approved for like every single card that they offer. So I pretty much knew that I was going to be good to go on this. So when I applied for this, I got it easily. Now just remember to unfreeze your credit if you did freeze it before you apply or even try to get pre-approved, because it will come back as a no, basically, if you are frozen, if all your credit bureaus are frozen. Like when I tried to get pre-approved the first time, it thought that I had 0 credit score because my stuff was frozen. So make sure you unfreeze it before you try to get pre-approved. And then once you're applying for the card, obviously unfreeze it, and that should work for you. And you'll see if you get the card. If you do, congratulations, it's an awesome card. Like I said, link down below if you want to check it out. If you like the video, hit it with a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.